My name is Shannon Garcia, and I am the president of TransYouth Family Allies, more commonly known as TYFA. I knew nothing about gender issues until my youngest of 6 children came to me at the age of 18 months old and said, "Mommy, I'm a girl," when in fact this particular child had been born with male anatomy. I didn't really think too much about it at the time. We just allowed her to be herself and pick the toys that she wanted to play with, the clothing that she wanted to wear, and it was really a non-issue for us at home. However, things escalated when she started to school. We began looking for professional help, trying to figure out what we could do to, quote, fix this problem. There really were not a lot of valuable resources out there for parents with young children who were displaying atypical gender behaviors. What I was finding were resources for reparative type therapies where you force a child to behave or conform to what society believes their gender expression or gender identity should be. When I read that online, I realized very quickly that that was not going to work, because to some degree we had tried those things at home when we started to see issues beginning at school. Initially, my family had a hard time dealing with the gender issues. We live in a very conservative community in the Midwest where children aren't really exposed to a lot of differences in people. There's not a lot of diversity in our small town. I think initially my worries centered around how we would be able to give her the best possible life. I was very concerned about living in a conservative community and whether or not the school district would work with us to allow her to socially transition, being that she was only 6. I think until you've walked a mile in my shoes and you've been with a child who says this is who I am, and every individual in the world is telling them no you're not, and watching the turmoil that they go through and witnessing your 6-year-old child be suicidal and tell you in detail how she's going to kill herself, it really becomes very simple. You have 2 choices. I could either have a dead son or I could have a living daughter. And I'm very happy that I chose to have a living daughter. It's now been 6 years and she's thriving in all areas of her life. So I'm very happy that it did work out. The most rewarding part of working for TYFA is witnessing families and children be liberated. I mean, it's like they become free. And I know for a fact that several of the families that we've worked for, that the children would not still be here today had it not been for the work that TYFA did in their lives. Going into the schools and creating the optimal learning environment for every child in the school, including this trans child, and seeing the positive changes come about these kids. I can remember one child in particular who wore a hooded sweatshirt. The hood would be down over his face and he would not speak. You would talk to him and his head would stay down. But after we went and did the in-service, the next time we saw this young man, the hood was down and he smiled and said hello. And it was so shocking to me because I didn't know who he was when he first said hello. I had to be told, this is so-and-so. We're seeing some very positive changes with policies and legislation that have been introduced. We see schools from all over the country who we think when we go in would be very conservative and perhaps not work with us in allowing this child to be themselves, simply be the most accepting, wonderful place that a child could be. We provide services free of charge for every single family. When a family is in the midst of discovering that their child's gender identity does not match their assigned birth sex, their entire world is in turmoil. They don't know from one day to the next what they're doing. Having to worry about how am I going to pay to get this assistance that I so desperately need from one of the very few people in the country who know how to give me this assistance, that's not good. Families need to know that they can turn to us in their time of need and that we're going to be there. The only way that we can make this happen is through generous donations from people like you. There are several things that you can do to help TYFA. First and foremost, make a donation, whether it's $1, $5, the denomination does not matter. We make every dollar count for the kids. We have very little overhead in our organization. Every dollar, the majority of that goes directly to the families that we serve. We also have many volunteer opportunities with the volume of work that we do. It is important that we have people who are willing to donate their time and talents to assist us in helping the families. I think another way that people can help is to spread the word about our services. Send people to our website, talk with local organizations who may receive referrals from families with young children and not have the resources to help them, to share our brochures and share our website information so that others will know how to find us when they're in need. When I started this organization, I really had no idea the diversity of people in the world. I also grew up in the same small town environment that I still live in, and it was really difficult for me to see the world outside of my little bubble. And it's just been wonderful to get that experience, to meet so many people and so many kids, to know that we're not in this alone. This is just another one of those pieces of what makes the world the world.
Can you tell us what your daughter means to you?
My daughter is one of the most amazing people I have ever met. And I truly feel like she was a gift. I don't know what I ever did in my life to deserve her. But she is the epitome of what I think a person should be. She's sweet, she's kind, she's determined. She's just an amazing person, and she will never know how she's enriched my life, because I can't even give you words for that. I feel very, very blessed to be her mother. There is support out there now. There's a whole network of moms and dads just like you. We're all here to help you and support you through this hard time. It does get better. We're to the point now, 6 years into this, that I don't even think about the fact that my daughter's gender identity does not match her assigned birth sex. I don't even think about it anymore. She's just my little girl. That's all there is to it. What seems so crazy right now and seems so all-consuming right now will be a distant memory before you know it. It does get better. Life does get back to normal, and there is help out there.